summer of 1968 marked the beginning of a chilling saga nestled within the idyllic hills of Tuscany. In the hushed twilight, two lovers parked their car, the air thick with romance and tranquility. But as shadows deepened, their youthful dreams were abruptly extinguished, brutally taken from them in a scene that would haunt Italy's history. This tragic event was just the prelude to a far-reaching terror that lingered in the fog-shrouded countryside, a crime that echoed with each heartbeat. A sinister thread began to weave its way through the fabric of these picturesque hills, a killer who stalked his prey with unnerving precision. Over 17 years, this hunter of couples emerged from the shadows, inflicting fear and despair upon unsuspecting lovers, igniting whispers of dread throughout Florence. The formula was chillingly consistent: secluded spots, an eerily calm atmosphere, and a .22 caliber Beretta that turned ardor into anguish. As the sun set on one couple's love story, it rose on another's path to tragedy. The cacophony of police sirens pierced the silence with each gruesome discovery. The unbearable weight of crime scene images etched forever in the collective memory of the region. Italian newspapers plastered sensational headlines across their pages, transforming the monster into a household name: Il Mostro di Firenze. Fear rushed through the streets, infiltrating the hearts of those who once sought solace in love's embrace. In the face of horror, the authorities launched an exhaustive manhunt, tirelessly seeking to unmask the ghost lurking in Tuscany's serene landscapes. However, with each failed attempt to capture this predator, he grew bolder, slipping through their watchful eyes like the very fog that enveloped the hills. Was he a solitary figure driven by madness, or a tormented soul twisted by jealousy? The questions drifted, ominous and unanswered. As the haunting echoes of gunfire faded into the night, a deeper dread emerged. Behind the face of this ruthless killer lay a mind colder than the bullets that extinguished young lives. With every victim, he seemed to morph into the embodiment of fear, leaving a legacy of desperation and unanswered questions in his wake. As the camera pans away, the true horror lingers in the dark, inviting the audience to ponder: how well do we know the monsters that walk among us? The shadows loom thicker as we delve into the darkness that surrounds the Monster of Florence. This figure, shrouded in mystery, exemplifies the chilling attributes of a sexual sadist, whose pleasure flourishes in the suffering of his victims. Imagine him lurking in the background, a predator whose very presence instills fear, while he meticulously observes every detail of his surroundings, waiting for the opportune moment to strike, unveiling the horror that lies within his heart. This cold-blooded tactician stalked his victims with the precision of a seasoned hunter. His method was not born of blind rage, but of a sinister ritual, an act woven together by patience and intelligence. Each meticulously planned encounter painted a portrait of control, reflecting a mind warped by morbid desires. Experts ponder over the motivations of such an individual, raising deep questions about what lies beneath that cracked facade of a mask. The beautifully horrifying enigma of a soul devoid of morality. In a society quick to judge, this predator may have successfully worn the mask of normalcy, blending seamlessly into the fabric of everyday life. The faces around him, oblivious to the storm brewing within, likely seen him as a father, a neighbor, or perhaps even a friend. This dual existence, characterized by superficial charm, is a hallmark of the antisocial personality disorder that psychologists warn about. Behind those blurred sketches and scattered psychological notes lies a man who reveled in the very essence of fear, without any trace of empathy. Rumors whisper of possible accomplices, suggesting a cult-like following that empowered, protected, and fed into his depraved cravings for bloodshed. Yet the truth remains buried in a fog of uncertainty and silence, leaving investigators grasping at straws as they attempt to unravel the tangled web of fears and conspiracy. As the screen fades to black, it becomes disturbingly clear. We are forever haunted by the footsteps that echo through the corridors of dread. His legacy, a bleak reminder that some monsters remain hidden in the shadows. The haunting question lingers: what compels a man to engage in such chilling acts of violence? As the closing text emerges, it underscores the very essence of terror. The Monster of Florence remains unidentified, a phantom of horror whose thrill for the hunt is unquenched. And so echoes the final warning: he's still out there, or maybe he was never alone. Like the mystery, Share, subscribe, and follow us for more echoes of chilling darkness. For sometimes, reality is far more horrifying than fiction.